Yeah, hello all. Welcome back. Previously, we have created one credit memo, and now we are going to create debit memo request. Let me tell you what exactly is the difference between credit memo request and debit memo request.
Good.
We use the credit memo request to to debit some amount from the customer's outstanding, and
Mm,
the debit memo request is going to be created to add something
mm,
or some amount to the customer's outstanding. Let me tell you what exactly it is. We means the company has created the invoice worth of 5,000 rupees to the customer, and the company feels that the customer has to means the customer has paid more than what he has to pay. So here the customer has to pay 4,500, but instead of that, the customer has paid 5,000 rupees. So in this case,
mm,
the company will create the credit memo request for 500 rupees and it will send to the customer.
mm,
And debit memo request means the customer has paid 4,000 rupees, and if company feels that the customer has to pay 500 rupees more, so in this case the company will raise debit memo request.
mm.
Okay,
Okay.
and this is what is mainly happens between B2B.
B2B.
For one time customers, it will not be happen, right? Because
Mm,
if the company sends the debit memo request again to the one time customer, then they cannot come back. So we cannot expect that
mm,
the company can get the amount back, which is mainly happens between the B2B. Between those companies, some agreements will be there. So based on that, they will move the means they will supply the goods and they will get the amount.
mm. Yes.
So let me tell you in which scenarios we will use the debit memo request. There are mainly the scenarios like user mistakenly undercharged the previous invoice. For example, here let me open one invoice which I have created. This one, okay.
Mm,
Wait. Yeah, this one. So here it was charged as 5,000 rupees, right?
mm,
So instead of 6,000, it was created for 5,000, for example. So here 1,000 is asked to the company.
mm,
So in this case, the company will raise a debit memo request for 1,000 rupees.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
and charging interest to the customers for late payments.
mm,
So as there is an agreement that that the customer has to pay within 1 month or within 15 days or within 10 days, whatever it may be.
mm,
And if customer fails to pay within the time period, then
mm,
the company will charge interest, right?
mm,
So in this case, the company will create the debit memo request with the interest amount.
mm,
So let me create one debit memo request.
mm,
So we will create the debit memo request with a reference to the invoice.
mm.
So what is the transaction to create the debit memo request? VA01.
01. Mm,
VA01. So here debit memo request. DR. But here it is saying that the order date DR has not been defined. So let me go to the transaction OV AZ, and here let me give the new entries
Country.
with M100, M1, and debit memo. So let me see. So now we can create the debit memo request. Yes. So let me go through the transaction VA01, and the order type here is DR, debit memo request, and we are going to create it with the reference to the invoice. So let me give the invoice number here and let me copy. See, here the value is 5,000, right? And we are going to create the debit memo for how much amount? 1,000 rupees more. So let me go to the conditions again here. So let me change the quantity. See, let me change the amount here, 20. So here the value is 1,000. So now we are going to create the debit memo for 1,000 rupees to the customer. Okay. In the debit memo request, we can see that the billing block will be assigned automatically. Okay. In the same way, here we have to give the order reason also. So when we are saving, we have to means the authorized person has to go through the billing block and he has to release the billing block. Then if we save and if we create the invoice, then the debit memo invoice will get created. And we use the transaction VF01 to create the debit memo invoice. So let me save it. It got saved now, right? And while we are creating the debit memo request and debit memo invoice, then the accounting document will get generated. Here the accounting entry is customer account debit to revenue account credit, which is opposite to the credit memo invoice. In the credit memo invoice, while we are generating the accounting document, there the entry was revenue account debit to the customer account credit, right? But here it is customer account debit to revenue account credit. So I think you are clear with this.